friends, it's happening. I have some life updates for y'all, so let's begin, shall we? I've been sitting on it and I've been holding a lot in, and I feel like I'm gonna explode lately because I've been not telling people things, because one, I like to see how I feel about the decisions I'm making within myself, for myself first, before I share them with people. And I have a habit of not doing that, of telling people what I've done immediately when I did it. And then I feel like sometimes their reactions or thoughts or opinions can influence or shift me outside of what I'm feeling within myself first. And I wanted to see how I was feeling within myself first before sharing. And so that's what I did, but now I'm ready to share. Okay, for one, 3 years later, and I'm moving out of my first apartment, like outside of my parents' house. And it's so crazy to say, moving in here was a big step of independence for me. It was a big step of, or towards creating my own sense of safety in my own space. And I was able to do that for a little bit while I was living here. That changed, but for the most part, that's what this place, especially my room, has really been like a sanctuary for me for like the last 3 years. And I feel like I've done a lot of growing in here. I've done a lot of shedding in here. I've done a lot of expanding in here, and I'm overall grateful for my experience with my first apartment, because you don't have another first apartment when you like become an adult. So like, it's just like I really did that. Like, I really did that moving out. And it really was such a great first apartment. Like, we had a lot of space, a lot of light, super chill neighbors, super chill landlord. Like, I would say, like, for first apartments in New York, pretty solid first apartment for sure. But it's time for that to come to an end for me, and I felt like I was ready for that like a year ago, for being super honest. But now the pieces are kind of like moving into the places they're meant to be, so now is the time for me to shift away from this, which I'm really excited for. I feel really good about. I don't really feel sad. I don't feel nervous about leaving. I feel honestly really good. Like, I feel really good. I'm excited for new, and I'm excited for change. So this may be one of the last few videos you see of me filming in this room, which is, I guess, a little sad just because my room is so cute. But if this is my first apartment here, I can only suspect future places are going to be even better. So we're feeling good. We're feeling grateful. We're feeling ready for just our next step in life. And so that's what we're doing. We are leaving here. And that leads me to my next piece of news. But it is happening. I may or may not have bought my one-way ticket to Paris. Not many are surprised. I started telling a few of my friends. I amped up to them like, I have some news. And they're like, what? And then I tell them, they're like, oh, well, we saw this coming 2 years ago, because I've been talking about it for that long. But I'm so excited. Have not told my parents yet. Love you so much. I'm gonna tell you in a second. Just like, by the time you're seeing this, you'll know. You should know. You'll know by the time you're seeing this, but right now I'm filming it. You guys don't know yet. You may suspect, but you don't know yet. But I bought my one-way ticket, and I'm really excited. I don't know when I'm coming back. I don't know if I'm coming back. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. But I don't think the coming back is focus right now. I think the focus is, I knew I wanted to go back, and so that's what we're doing, and I'm really, really excited. I'm gonna spend my birthday there, which I'm really excited for. Let's get into how I'm feeling. If you haven't watched my past Paris vlogs, you should definitely go back and watch them, because I've had a time there. I feel like that was the first place that I've traveled to that I felt, I don't know, a sense of freedom. And I feel like it's like 50-50, like the city and also the fact that I went alone. Like, I went by myself on my last trip to Paris. I didn't go alone, but you get me. When I went there for my solo trip last summer, which is the vlog that you should watch, I feel like that really shifted and put into place a lot of the things that I felt were missing in terms of how I want to feel every day when I wake up. I want to feel as I like move through life. Like, that trip solidified for me what I want, and what I want is that sense of ultimately freedom, and I don't know, maybe it's just the newness. I couldn't tell you. I feel like if you've traveled before and you've been to a space that kind of like made everything click for you, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, you should really start traveling now. Just saying. Get out there and travel. But Paris has been that for me since last year. I went again this year in, I think, March. And even when I was dealing with a shit show of things happening around me, I still felt just so full and happy, because it still felt like home. And I don't know what that is, because I don't even speak their language. I'm working on it. I am working on it. It's really hard for me. We'll get there. But Paris has felt like that for me for a while now, and I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to experience more and just live my life there. So we're going to Paris, y'all. And I'm excited as fuck. And I know my dad told me to stop cursing, but that one felt necessary, no? It did. Love you. As for why I haven't told my parents yet, well, I don't really have to technically. I am an adult, but I do share a lot with them and I speak very openly and I communicate very freely with them. The only reason I haven't told them about this yet, which again, by the time you're watching this, you know, so like you can't even be really that mad, you know? I know they'll be happy for me, but at the same time I know that they'll be hesitant and nervous and sad and all those things, and I just didn't want, respectfully, that energy surrounding this decision, which is why I also didn't tell certain other people who they know I love, but there was a reason why I didn't speak to them throughout the process about this process. But y'all know now, so it's fine, you know what I mean? And I know and trust that they're genuinely happy for me and want the best for me, but I also know that they don't want to see me go. So, you know, I get both, totally understand, but like, just come visit. It's fine. I'm so excited. It's like, how do you like hold space for someone's sadness or like disappointment, blah, blah, with you making a move that you're so excited for? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I hear you, but I'm still gonna go. And I am. As for learning French, we already know that I have ADHD, so focus sometimes can be a little bit of an issue for me, unless I'm hyperfixating, but I never like preemptively decide to hyperfixate on something. It just kind of happens. If I knew how to like choose what to hyperfixate on, I would just choose to hyperfixate on the French language, but I can't choose that. So I'm kind of like, I'm trying really hard. I have flashcards, I have like 3 apps, French music, French shows. I'm really trying to, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot rush learning a language in a month. Oh yes, my flight's in 40 days. I do leave in a little over a month. Yeah, apparently I can't rush learning a language according to Angela, which feels negative to me, but whatever. So I'm trying really hard. It is difficult for me. The same phrases or words meaning 3 or 4 different things is really throwing me for a loop. My memory already isn't the greatest, and having to memorize just the different words, I mean, it's just a lot. But people keep telling me that once I'm immersed in that space, it'll be a lot easier to pick things up. So praying and hoping for that. I've been talking to a few of my French girlies who I met last year, and I'm excited to have at least them also helping me in this process. So really grateful for them. I love you guys. That's with the learning thing. Oh my God, you guys don't even know this. I'm not with Elite anymore. No longer with them. I decided to leave the contract. We left amicably. No beef, which, thank God, I've heard horror stories. But no beef. It just felt like a decision I need to make for myself, and I'm happy with it. So that's that, which is kind of crazy. So it just felt like a misalignment at certain points, and you guys know, like, I've done a lot of work to not stay in something past me realizing I'm not supposed to be there anymore for too long. Once I realized it's time to go, it's just time to go, you know? So that's what I did. It was a relatively smooth separation and easy peasy, we move, you know? So not really focused on a New York agency right now because I'm heading that way, but that'll be fun whenever I come back to take you through that journey of like searching for agencies again in the city. But as for now, we're focused on Europe. So that'll be fun, new, exciting. I'm just ready. I feel like I've said this before, and it's always right before a really big, like, shocking, changing movement. I always feel like spiritually or energetically, I shift out of the space that I'm in physically first. Like, my energetic body is already in the new timeline that I'm like physically living in now, if that makes sense. Oh my God, Mickey, I'm filming. I'm filming a vlog right now. Say hello, you'll be in this. Right. Not the greatest timing, but actually the perfect timing, because that brings me to my next topic of conversation. I said I have 40 days until my flight, but my lease ends next week. Where am I going? I'm going back home for a month because that just makes the most sense. Am I happy about that? If we're being super real and you know me, the answer is no. However, it's the logical decision to make. My family is happy about it, but they wanted me to come back for a minute now. Thank God it's not long term. Love you guys, but I don't want to live with you guys. So heading back to them next week. Mickey's very excited about it. That's what she was just saying. I know my parents are very excited about it, but because they know where I stand, they're like trying to like limit their excitement, but I'll let them be excited because I know, and now they know upon watching this, that I won't be there for very long. So I will let them get in their excitement. I will do my quality time bonding as much as I can. I think it'll be cute. My dad likes to cut up fruit and offer it to me. That's always really nice, you know. I think it'll be a good time. So yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling excited. I have to start packing up here. I am lucky that my aunt is allowing me to store my things in my cousin's room, because my cousin just moved to Texas, so I don't have to pay for storage, which is amazing. She's really blessed over here. It's really just, we love that. So I need to start packing. I could and should do that today. I just don't think I'm going to, because my period starts tomorrow and I just feel it. I feel things are brewing and I don't really want to deal with that right now, but I do. Why does this feel like, there we go. I feel like it was like cut off like here for half the video. It probably was, oh well. But yeah, my cousin moved to Texas, so my aunt said I can use her room as storage, which we love. We're very grateful for that. So I need to start packing. And I don't really want to do that. What I will do today is practice more French with my flashcards. No, because what's really hard for me, it's the accent. I've had so many Dominican friends in my life, so when I'm doing another language, I feel like I always end up sounding like Dominican, like the accent, or the accent goes Love Island UK, you know? And that's just not what the French sound like. And so I'm trying not to offend when I get there. So I have to figure that out. I need to like at least get the accent down, so when I say the few things that my brain can somehow conjure up remembering in those moments, they at least sound French and they don't sound like something else. So we shall see. Oh my gosh. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really excited. I'm ready for change. I've had waves, that's not even true. I've been feeling pretty solid thinking about this since I've been planning this myself for months now. I've been feeling pretty solid about this, really grounded in my decision. I only felt emotional like 2-3 days ago because I realized I'm like leaving what I've known my entire life for an indefinite amount of time. But that might have just been my period coming, if I'm being super honest. And also there's also a full moon on Saturday. It could also just be that. And so the emotions were just high, you know. It's like, oh my God, we're leaving what we've known, our comfort zone. But I'm pretty okay with that every other day. So I'm gonna take that as a win, as a plus. That we're feeling good, we're feeling like we trust our decisions, and we're just excited to go. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's my current life update. I have about 40 days to see those I love and spend time with them and prepare myself and do all the things I need to do logistically to have a seamless transition over there. If you are from Paris and you've seen my other vlogs and you think I'm a vibe, I am. We should link when I get there. I'm excited for new, and I think it's a good thing that I'm going now too, because I've experienced it in the summer, and you know, when you go somewhere where it's warm and sunny, like of course you have a good time. Granted, there were some gray days there too, like gray, gloomy, rainy, and I still felt phenomenal. But I think it's also a good test to see how I feel going end of summer, really more fall into winter, and see what feelings that bring up for me in that space. But it's like in my head, I'm like, I've experienced New York fall and winter my entire life, so it'll be the same thing. And honestly, I think it gets colder here than it does there based on people I've spoken to, so I think I'll be fine. If you're looking for a barista or something, if you own a cafe and need a cute barista, I don't actually know how to do any of that, but like I'll learn for like a second if I need to. I'll be taking you guys along with me on this journey, of course. And y'all, we have a new chapter ahead, so let's walk through that door together. So excited. I love you guys as always, and I'll see you in the next vlog.